Philly Sports Talk podcast coming to you live with a quick little bit of a live stream. Talk about some WNBA breaking news. That two-time MVP Candace Parker has signed with the Las Vegas Aces. So I think probably the free agency period. Um, I mean, what? Oh, man, I mean, after trading away De'Erica Hamby, I know that kind of really ruffled some the part of the fan bases, ruffled some feathers a little bit, but look at the positives though. You get Candace Parker, like I said, two-time MVP, seven-time All Star. No, played in all 32 games last past season, averaging 13.2 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and almost 4.5 assists last season. But career wise, 16 almost 16.4 points per game. Same thing with 8.6 rebounds as well, and 4 assists. I mean, what Candace Parker can give you a lot more than what Erica Hamby can do, especially on the offensive game and defensively. You're really not going to miss much with Candace Parker. Being not she's not terrible defensively, but you can still pretty much replace De'Erica Hamby's I would say what's the one production I would say defensively, but you know, this was an interesting pickup for the Aces. I mean, think about it. You got Aisha Wilson, two-time MVP and defensive player of the year. You got Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, now Candace Parker, part of that starting five. That is Candace. I know Aces fans and my buddy Jake. We're gonna be happy for this upcoming season and coming May. Um, like I said, it's impressive. I mean, the fact that it's funny because I know I actually put out a short not that long ago, breaking the news a little bit and get a comment. The fact that the people, some I think that one comment said basically saying like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of be like what KD did, but if you looked at the last two teams that she's played for, both won two rings with them. One with the Sparks, didn't resign her, because I think they had other plans, for to move on from her. Then she signs with the Sky, wins them a championship. Sky didn't really have the option to resign her. Um, Now she comes with the Aces to join the rest. Like I said, with another two-time MVP and like I said, two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, with Asia Wilson. You got Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and definitely got a really good bench to go along with it. So I mean, she's got in a very good situation, and and plus the fact that she does live out in Vegas, as well. So which is I thought that was I was saying that it made sense, but just look at the offensive firepower that this Las Vegas Aces team has had. Even though, like I said, losing De'Erica Hamby to a trade with the Sparks kind of sucked, but in the end, I will say that the fact that you can still upgrade, even though I know Hamby was a little bit is younger, yes. I mean, no, the fact, yeah, you're getting absolutely well, Daniel, that's gonna be a whole nother thing. But basically, yeah. I mean, but it's like for me, it's just like, and for me being a short time Aces fan, yeah, like I said, when they traded, um, that the fact that yes, trading away that trading it actually, I don't actually want to talk about this because I never got a chance to get my thoughts on this too. This is kind of a little bit, still Aces relevant, but not to where Candace Parker. But to be quite honest, trading away someone like Derek Hamby, yes, trading when you want to corporate sucks. I would say that, but I think the way how everything is going on. But like I said, I was never a fan of it. That kind of was that caught me off guard a little bit, I would say. But like I said, getting with Candace Parker, yes, you're getting only a little bit on the older side. She's already had that experience. She's already has two rings, like I said, two-time MVP, seven-time All Star. But she will definitely bring that veteran presence in that locker room. For those who are whoever the Aces take in the WNBA draft to be that upcoming star, I would say. But I will say, I don't actually like it. I really do. In terms of, I mean, it's probably not gonna be like long term, but if it's like a short term deal, I'm okay with that. Number one, because I mean, look, Candace Parker has, let's be real, has done a lot. I mean, her wrestling speaks for itself. Um, the fact, like I said, like I mentioned before, she does live out in Vegas. She already had like, she's already said, she did announce, like I said, on social media that she's signing with the Aces. That, you know, it's just, I think I think over time, I think most WNBA fans would, and at times, yeah, I can understand where people might be confused on it. Um, but if you really think about it, I mean, we already knew that the Aces were going to be the favorites regardless. Because I mean, right now, the last time if you looked at some of the stuff that I did last season, with the WNBA, especially with the coverage, the only two teams were probably pretty much ran that league was the Sky and the Aces. Now with Candace Parker walking away from the from the Sky, which, to be quite honest, I thought she would definitely sign with Chicago. That's for sure. But no, it's like the same way that she did with They want to write about when she Spark didn't decide to resign her. And for me, like I said, she's going into her age 37 season. Now, could that be a little bit of concern? I mean, one way, yeah, you could look at it. Because I mean, from the age standpoint of that, but if she still can produce, even though, like I said, last season averaged over 13 points a game, almost 9 rebounds, almost 5 assists. So she can give you some points when it really counts. She's not like a 20 plus. I mean, she has these. If you look at her basketball revenue, she has multiple seasons where she has, 18, 19, 20 plus point game seasons. Part of those were part of her All-Star seasons. Now, granted, she's, I don't say that she's not a great 3 point shooter, but she's very decent from the 3 point line. There were some seasons where I think she had like under what 20% from the three. But I will say, um, I know some may not like it. It's gonna. I know this is probably going to be a lot mixed bag of feelings. I would say, but like I said, I'll take more onto this too. I will definitely talk more on this as well. Probably other on Monday. Kind of get more, in depth on that. But yeah, so the Aces land Candace Parker. Like I said, like I said, it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag of emotions and stuff like that, which I get. I get that, but outside of that, um, I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. We'll see how it goes, and like I said, I'll talk do a bit more of a deep dive. Probably do some I guess I could say like some film breakdown. I would say at the same time, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, but. With that being said, like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Thought I gave you a little bit of a quick live stream, probably 8 to 10 minutes at the least. But with that being said, though, appreciate it for those who just came in. Shout out to DLP, Daniel. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat, though. Like I said, greatly appreciate that. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.